Ran.
Gentlemen, that would be the scoring end, although it's blowing to that left forward pocket. Pretty sticky in the centre. I might say I made a few runs on this ground too, and the centre looked a bit better than that.
Long boundaries too.
Yeah, I didn't worry a fella like me.
Pushing into the base.
Irwin down towards centre half forward. Boxhill getting the ball into attack. Ryan gets it away. There's the hand pass from Watson to Beale. Back to Ryan, and that will see the ball on that outer side of the ground as Cracker comes in strongly.
Mick Irwin and Peter Burke. As we see the first quarter highlights, just one goal each. And there's Badrock marking and goaling from this kick. It was a struggle, wasn't it, Phil?
Certainly was, Ross. Well, you know, you're going to go by the conditions. A strong cross-wind blowing into the pocket, the rain. There's Cracker. He's got into a little bit at later on in the quarter, but I've noticed they put a lot of pressure. Every time he kicks the ball, opposition players are just buffeting him. Got that one away, and this Tarpey, these conditions, well, they don't really suit the big leaper or the strong marker, but this is the goal from Ford. Holds his body, or holds position well. Slippers it through, and they needed that one. When they get it into the forward line, Sam, they look more, you're right, I mean, they look more dangerous, don't they? There's a chance of a Williams or a Tarpey or a Cracker to bob up, or one of the Garretts, and even Ford, who's the makeshift. There's Williams, Ford's off, over to Garrett. Chrissy Garrett, and he's a really live wire player too.
Yeah, although Garrett and Cracker haven't had a pronounced influence on the game, they've been pretty well contained. But, you know, other lights have bobbed up all over the field. Their defence is rock solid, led by Argus. Cracker on this occasion always does the right thing when he gets the ball, you know, spotting Sandringham player unattended in the goal square.
They're pretty even side, Sam, aren't they, Sandringham? You know, you say there that Cracker hasn't done that much, nor has Crisco. That's true, but still in there doing just enough, aren't they? And then other players do a little bit more, and things are alive. And there's Ford, who's taken over from Frank Regola, who's out suspended. Mark Williams there kicks a goal. Mark Williams has been a good player for Sandringham this year. He's got a good leap mark, good kick, and likes a goal.
Oh, gee, it's just up one end to the other in split second. The ball being moved with...
What a contrast in halves we've had.
Well, yes, Roscoe, great entertainment, great game.
Short to Angus, bad mistake, and Dalrymple will capitalise. He brings the player down. Tackle by Malloy is good. It's on the back line. There's a chance. Burke, can he get there? Oh, on the siren. It's all clear. It's a goal.
Yes.
Right on the siren by Peter Burke. He's second for the quarter.
But what a fabulous quarter by Box Hill, and they've done something that no other club in this competition has been able to do, and that is they've put Sandringham into a panic mode. They've been compelled to make numerous positional changes in an endeavour to get back on the track, and that man Crowley, who scored that goal, he's third for the match. He's been a wonderful prime mover, but Simon Dalrymple in the centre has been the architect behind the revival. Dalrymple leading in front. You know, they've had a lot more possessions around the packs. They're kicking the ball a lot longer down through the corridor, and they're running onto the ball, and you can see the spirit and the passion that's prevalent in this Box Hill side. Their tackling has been absolutely exemplary. They've pinned the opposition's hands on every occasion. Watson's been a very good player, and, you know, it was a fabulous quarter. But as I mentioned, Sandringham now in panic mode, and this is going to be a real test for them. Williams a fine overhead, and it's going to... I don't know whether Sandringham can quite get out of this one. I like the look of Box Hill, the way they're going about their business. Irwin, a touch of class about him, using the ball well. And once again, that man Crowley, who could kick truly from 40 metres out. And all of a sudden, they were allowed to flourish their free-flowing game that we know that they're renowned for. They hold onto the ball. They wait as long as they can to set it up, as was displayed on that occasion by Dalrymple. Onto the fast-leading Jared...
Peter Burke, the one.
Showed Malloy, yes. Yep. And Peter Burke, who kicked 2 timely goals in that term. And here's Sandringham's only goal for the term, coming through the agency of Foley. Somewhat fortuitous, but nevertheless, it was there.
Yeah, there, Sam.
Well, the stats, Ross, really tell the story. Completely dominated.
Regalo, pretty smart play.
Yes, they'll be endeavouring to bottle it up now.
So we've had 3 minutes of time on, and only 3 goals scored in this final term. Cracker concedes ground. Evans. Ford. Good ball to Garrett.
Well, you just got to get it out of there, Box Hill. They've got to try and keep the ball alive.
Trail by 3 points.
Foley goes straight off. The interchange is used.
Garrett comes on.
Paddy Garrett back on.
But Sandy in attack. Box Hill need the goal to hit the front. Beale comes through, throws it out. Burke throws it onto his foot to half back. In comes Lyle. And a free kick going to Michael Ford against Mark Lyle.
The siren is gone. It's all over. What a fantastic game.
Box Hill have been valiant today, but have gone down to Sandringham by 3 points. 11-8-74, Sandy. Box Hill 10-11-71, and so their winning margin as Ford punts for goal. A booming kick too to try and score. Banfield on the line to stop it. Sandy extend their winning lead, a winning run of matches to 12. Trevor Barker there. Well, it's a coach's nightmare, those close finishes. He shakes his head, but what an incredible effort by them.
Well, Titanic encounter, Darren, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a very tight game. It was good to get to come away with the points. It was good, you know.
Have you been under that much pressure this year?
We had a game against Springvale that was tough like that, and we just scraped through. So it's good to have those games coming into the finals, you know.
Right.
It's good.
So you had a little bit of experience of that sort of pressure?
Oh, well, it's only the second time this year we've had a game like that, but yeah, it was a bit tight in the end there. It was good to come away.
How did the coach react?
I don't know yet. I'll see what he says in the rooms.
And what about the players? What was the feeling though when you were down and things were that tight?
Oh, we just had to sort of regroup in the rooms and start thinking about our game, and they come out in the third quarter and played well, and Trevor just tried to rev us up 3/4 time, and we just all dig deep, and it was good to come away with it.
Well, personally, you're having a very good year. You got the Mazda Herald Sun Award a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it's good down here. It's good playing in a good side, and
Of Box Hill for this goal. It was in the second quarter. Dalrymple feeding it off, and a great snap around the corner from Cameron Crowley, who kicked 4 goals out of Box Hill's 10. He was a pretty good player.
Sometimes they seem to have a lot of even players
Final
without
quarter
anyone.
highlight. This guy was a thorn in their backside all day, I thought. Box Hill, Big Joe Regolo, whether he was up forward or in the ruck or that loose man defence. He managed to have his hands on the ball a lot of times. And here we see them going forward again. In that last term, they were very good. Mitchelson being legged there, promptly recovered and put one through. And that got them within a goal, I think, at that point in time, or 7 or 8 points. And this man, Tarpey, well, he did. He just played a brilliant final term on the ball and ran back into the fence. And that was a brilliant overhead mark by Mitchelson.
Wasn't it ever?
Another goal. And really, Sandringham's class, I guess, in the final analysis really came through, and that's what really got them through.
Gee,
because they're looking down the barrel. Laurie Zaraf had a golden opportunity there, didn't he, Phil?
You'd think Sam, he's pretty reliable near the goals. You'd expect him to kick that one.
Well, the stats, look at that bottom one in particular, the hit-outs. You know, that's not a true indication. Lyle did dominate those centre bounce hit-outs, but unfortunately, it's what transpired at ground level that...